The story from the Berenstein Bears about showing God's love. It's called Play a Good Game. And that's a picture of the games that they're playing. Brother and sister bear loved all kinds of sports. They played one sport or another all year round. But in the fall, when the leaves turned colour and the first frosty nip was in the air, thoughts of brother and sister bear turned to soccer. They dusted off the old soccer ball and headed for the soccer field. See, that's them running there, and that's the soccer field. Their team was called the Rockets, and they did rocket around the field. They weren't the best team in the league, but they were pretty good. See, they're being pretty good there. Their coach was none other than brother and sister's own Papa Bear. He didn't really know that much about soccer, but he tried hard and he was very good at cheering them on. Brother and sister tried hard too. The best players on the team were the Branowski twins, Bram and Bam. But brother and sister had their strong points too. See, there's Papa and there's brother and sister and Bam and Bram. Sister was a skillful header. She could bop brother's kicks right into the net with her head. Brother was a left-footed kicker. He was given the job of corner kicks from the right side. He was great at bending the ball toward the goal, see? And there she's heading it into the thing. My head is like a rock, said sister, rapping the top of her head with her knuckles. It sure is, agreed the brother. Hey, said sister. Brother and sister didn't worry too much about winning. It was fun just to get out there and play. Remember, team, Papa always told them, it's not whether you win or lose that counts, but how you play the game. See? Because sometimes you could cheat to win, couldn't you? But then you haven't really won, so no. Or you could bully people or hurt them, and that wouldn't be good either. There was one team, though, that didn't feel that way. The Steamrollers. Their best players were Too Tall Grizzly and his gang. They were the schoolyard bullies of Bear County, and they were big and tough and strong. They weren't very good soccer players, but that didn't matter. If you got in their way, they just ran over you. Look, oh gosh, that doesn't look good. Their coach was Too Tall Grizzly's dad, 2-ton Grizzly. He was just as rough and tough as his son, only a whole lot bigger. He said, it isn't how that you play the game that counts, but whether you win or lose. Oh, that's not right, is it? See, he's telling them, you can cheat, you can bully, you can hurt people. Just as long as you win, it doesn't matter. That's not good, eh? The Rockets' first game of this season was against the Steamrollers. Brother and sister were definitely not looking forward to it. Don't worry, Coach Papa told his team. Just play your best and you'll all do fine. See, it's just there, talking to the team. The players' families were in the stands to see the first game. Mama Bear was there with Honey Bear, of course. Grizzly Gramps and Gran were there too. Gramps was already whistling and cheering and stampeding with his feet. Come on, Rockets, he yelled, putting 2 fingers in his mouth, blowing a whistle that could be heard all over Bear County. And I wish I could do that for you, but I can't. Now, Gramps, said Gran, please control yourself. Oh, shucks, he said. Making a big fuss at a ball game is half the fun of rooting for your team. It's all in good fun. Look, see him? It's Mama Bear and Honey Bear and Gramps and Gran. They're all together, aren't they? Brother and sister were surprised that their Sunday school teacher, Mrs. Ursula, was in the stands. Mrs. Ursula had been the Sunday school teacher in Bear County for a long, long time. She'd even taught Mama and Papa Bear when they were cubs. Then brother and sister remembered that Mrs. Ursula was the Branowski twins' grandmother. Bam and Bram waved to her as they ran onto the field. Look, see? The two with the headbands around. And she's waving back. The family of the steamrollers were in the stands too. There was Too Tall's mother, Too Grizzly, and his big sister, Too Much. Too Much really was a big sister. She was almost twice the height of Too Tall. When she saw Brother, she waved and fluttered her eyelashes. She had a little crush on Brother. Brother just blushed. Oh, look, see, she's waving to him. And over there, he's like, oh, gee, I don't know. The steamrollers ran on the field to warm up. They looked huge. Brother and sister looked at each other. They were going to get clobbered. Even Bam and Bram looked worried. The referee blew his whistle and the game began. The Rockets had the ball and Bram and Bam quickly brought it down the field, passing it expertly back and forth. Bram took the ball and headed for the goal. See what they're doing? Oh, wrong way. See? Looking a bit worried, and now they got the ball and they're going for it. Doesn't look like Too Tall is happy, does it? No, it does not. Take him out! Yelled Too Ton from the sidelines. Remember, Too Ton was Too Tall's dad. Too Tall came charging in like a water buffalo, slide tackled Bram and stole the ball. Bram went flying head over heels. Look, oh gosh, that's not good, is it? Foul! Yelled Coach Papa, but the referee shook his head. He was going for the ball, no foul. Going for the ball, muttered Papa. He was going for the ball right through my player. See, the person with the green hat is the referee. Stop it. Too Tall and his gang hustled the ball down the field and quickly scored a goal. How you like that one, shorty? Too Tall sneered at Bram as he trotted off the field. That's enough of that, said the referee. Play soccer. Talk about poor sportsmanship, said Papa. See? The Rockets had the ball again, but the same thing happened. The steamrollers just steamrolled through them, scoring one goal after another. At halftime, the score was steamrollers 5, Rockets 0. Look, see, just kept knocking them over. That's not cool, is it? No, it's not cool. Coach Papa gave them a pep talk. Don't let it get you down, said Papa. You're playing a good, clean game. The steamrollers don't play fair. All they're interested in is winning, and they don't care how they do it. You wouldn't want to win that way, would you? No, said Bram. But, said Bam, it would be nice to score one goal. I know how, said Brother, getting an idea. Let's set up a corner kick. Yeah, said Sister. They don't know that Brother kicks left-footed. Maybe we can fool them. So the Rockets tried it. The next time they had the ball, Bam kicked it off Too Tall's leg on purpose, and it went out of bounds. That set up a corner kick. See? Carefully, Brother placed the ball in the right corner and kicked it hard with his left foot. The ball curved beautifully. Sister was right there. She leapt straight up, tipped her head, and bobbed the ball into the goal. The score was now 5-1. Whoops. See? That one. She did it, hey? But as Sister came down, Too Tall charged her. He ploughed into her and knocked her flat. Sister saw stars circling around her head and heard little birds cheeping. What happened? She asked. Too Tall happened, said Brother, helping her up. Are you okay? I think so, said Sister, standing up. Yeah, I'm all in one piece. Sister was a tough little cub. Brother looked around for Too Tall. He was so mad he was going to run right through him, but the referee had Too Tall over to one side and was handing him a red card. Too Tall was getting thrown out of the game for unnecessary roughness. What do you mean, unnecessary roughness? Bellowed Coach Two Ton, running out onto the field. Two Ton and the referee stood nose to nose, hollering at each other. Ooh. Uh-oh, said Brother. Here comes Papa. Papa came running onto the field too. That was my daughter who unnecessarily got roughed, you big Lamox, he yelled at Two Ton. Now the referee was trying to keep the two of them apart. Uh-oh, Papa shouldn't have lost his temper. The stands emptied. Everyone ran onto the field. The players watched in amazement as Mama and Grizzly Gramps and Graham tried to drag Papa away while Tutu and Too Much Grizzly tried to hold Two Ton back. Everyone was shouting and shoving and name-calling. That's when a slim, slightly bent figure walked slowly onto the field. The crowd quieted down. A few of them took off their hats. It was their Sunday school teacher, Mrs. Ursula. Now, Papa Bear, she said sternly, and you too, Two Ton Grizzly. Yes, Mrs. Ursula, they said meekly. I'm very disappointed with both of you, she said, shaking her head. Is this the way I taught you to behave in my Sunday school? No, Mrs. Ursula, mumbled both coaches, hanging their heads. Is this any sort of example to set for the Cubs? She asked. No, Mrs. Ursula, they said. Well then, remember, blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the sons of God. Now let's see you two shake hands and finish the game. So Papa and Two Ton shook hands. Everyone took their seats. The ref blew his whistle and the game began again. For the rest of the game, no one heard a peep out of Coach Two Ton or Coach Papa. The Steamrollers scored one more goal and the Rockets scored two, so the final score was 6-3. Everyone played fair and had a lot of fun, whether they won or lost. Look, that was better, isn't it? That was much better. After the game, both teams got together and went out to dinner at Burger Bear. Too Much Grizzly sat next to Brother and fluttered her eyelashes at him. Brother just blushed and munched away on his double cheeseburger. Look, see? There's Too Much Grizzly and she's flirting with Brother, isn't she? Oh dear. So that was a good story, wasn't it? I like that one.